The WWE SmackDown Women's Division reached a boiling point on tonight's episode. Former AEW star Jade Cargill secured a massive victory over Alexa Bliss but crushed her with a brutal post-match attack. During her backstage interview with Cathy Kelley ahead of the match, Jade Cargill sent a direct threat to Charlotte Flair, stating that the Queen would be responsible for the damage Cargill inflicted on Alexa Bliss. B-Fab added to the threat, noting that Flair would have a front-row seat to watch her best friend get snapped in two. The match on WWE SmackDown began with an aggressive exchange between both competitors. Bliss attempted to wear down the Storm with a sleeper hold early on. Cargill quickly overpowered her, throwing Bliss across the ring. The powerhouse then connected with a backbreaker and a submission stretch to dominate the pace. Bliss managed to fight back, landing a Meteora, a big boot, and a basement dropkick to take control. Outside interference drastically altered the closing moments of the contest. Flair attacked Cargill behind the referee's back to assist her partner, but B-Fab quickly retaliated by driving the Queen into the steel ring post. Inside the ring, Little Miss Bliss knocked B-Fab off the apron. As Bliss turned around, Cargill caught her with a super kick and immediately hit Jade to score the pinfall win. The real destruction occurred after the bell. The Storm demanded a steel chair from Mission to continue the punishment. Flair intercepted the weapon and initially cleared the ring by taking out B-Fab and Mission. The Queen appeared to have the upper hand until Cargill leveled her with a super kick. With Flair neutralized, Cargill shifted her focus back to Bliss. She trapped Bliss' left arm inside the steel chair and forcefully bent it back to inflict severe damage. WWE officials and medical personnel rushed down the ramp to break up the attack. It will be interesting to see what's next in this rivalry on WWE SmackDown. Rhea Ripley has been absent from television since the June 12th episode of SmackDown. The Eradicator is dealing with a torn meniscus that has kept her out of action for over a month. She last competed at Clash in Italy, where she retained her title against Jade Cargill. Amid her absence, Ripley has announced her next appearance. On Instagram, Ripley announced that she would be appearing at Fanatics Fest on Thursday, where she would host a Rhea Ripley lookalike contest. The winner of the contest will be getting ringside tickets for Saturday night's main event in Madison Square Garden. It remains to be seen when the reigning WWE Women's Champion returns to television. The SmackDown Women's Division certainly misses her presence. WWE had talks about stripping Rhea Ripley of her title. WWE reportedly had discussions regarding taking the women's title off Ripley due to her injury. However, the company decided against it as long as her injury doesn't get worse. Blake Monroe is making her presence known on SmackDown. After a successful stint in NXT, Blake Monroe arrived on the Blue brand a few weeks ago. Since then, she has already made her presence known on Friday nights. On the June 26th episode of SmackDown, she attacked Julia following her victory over Kiana James. She hit her with a neutralizer to stand tall at the end of the segment. She followed it up with a backstage attack, taking out both James and Julia. Before her arrival on the brand, she also made videos putting the likes of Charlotte Flair, Rhea Ripley, Tiffany Stratton, and others on notice. Then the Women's United States champion Tiffany Stratton was interviewed by Cathy Kelley in a backstage segment, and she talked about the possibility of adding more gold with the Women's Tag Team Championship. Chelsea Green arrived at the scene to let the Buff Barbie know that she's excited about pursuing the tag team titles, and this led to Nia Jax and Lash Legend, who have been absent from WWE TV for a few weeks, making their return. As they exchanged verbal jabs, the irresistible forces walked out of the scene, and Stratton also left. That's when, out of nowhere, Blake Monroe blindsided Chelsea Green.